2 blazing lines. Hey, what's up friends? Today I'm going to be sharing our story of trying to conceive and finding out that we were pregnant with baby number 2. But first I'm going to make a cup of coffee because I haven't had any yet. And I'm babysitting today, so both the girls are down. I just put them down. They're still kind of moaning themselves to sleep, so we'll see if they actually go down or not. Yesterday we had our 20-week ultrasound, so that is why I think it's just a good time to share our story. We get to see our baby today! Clara! Big sister! 20 weeks. It seemed bigger last time. So for this ultrasound, we're going to check a lot of the anatomy and everything with baby. Take a lot of pictures of the heart. Possibly maybe get some cute 3D pictures.
It's amazing. The baby in mommy's tummy. That's what we're looking at. Oh my goodness.
That is cool.
Wow. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm trying to take a little video of
it. It's so weird you can see their tongue.
We are currently 20 weeks pregnant with our second baby. Our first baby was a pretty easy baby. We adjusted really well. I stay home with her full time, so that definitely relieved a lot of tension or pressure or something. Just knowing that I would always be here, so if I have to get up in the night, like at least I don't have to wake up and go to work. So that was solely on me to get up in the nights and do feedings and do bouncing and that type of stuff to get her back to sleep and things like that, because I didn't have to go to work the next day. So if I needed to, I could take a nap if I ever, got the chance or let myself nap. Anyways, around like 4 months actually, my husband and I just kind of looked at each other and just started the conversation of, I wouldn't mind if we got pregnant again, like right now. So that was cool because we were both on the same page. I was breastfeeding and I did not have my cycles back yet. So we started essentially trying, but I didn't have a cycle to go off of. So I had no idea when I was ovulating, and I don't know when I'm ovulating anyways. My cycles are really irregular. They're not the same amount of days every time. But they're not like, I don't have like as few as 3 cycles a year like I know some women do. When they say irregular, they mean irregular. So mine are like anywhere from 28, 45, 53, 32, you'll just get like all these random numbers. So I never quite know when I'm ovulating. Even going off of like symptoms, I don't know, I can't tell. So 4 months postpartum, we just started to be intimate more often. We never used protection after having her, so we continued to not use protection, and then 6 months postpartum, we were still doing what we're doing, but that was my my breastfeeding goal. And so like literally at 6 months, I stopped breastfeeding cold turkey. I had supplemented a couple bottles before then, and she loved them with this like organic formula that I got at Natural Grocers, and she just loved it. And I didn't feel any sort of like guilt or anything about like stopping breastfeeding. I felt super good about it. I was excited about it actually, and it was great. It was really great. I liked getting up in the morning and just making her a bottle and just feeding her a bottle. It was just really nice. So we stopped breastfeeding cold turkey, and then they say it can take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, I think, to get your cycles back after you stop breastfeeding. So I was just anxiously waiting, and of course mine was the full 8 weeks. I got my cycle, so we obviously didn't get pregnant that first time I ovulated because I got my period, and we were trying to like catch the first egg. So I got my period, and I was really excited just to know that like my body was like coming back into like its cycle. So right from there, I started tracking everything. I downloaded the Glow app, and I was tracking my moods and my symptoms daily, and that was good. I mean, I was like not so much like obsessing over it, but borderline obsessing over it. So every night when we got in bed, I would tap each mood that I thought I felt that day. Any sort of symptoms that would come up throughout the day, I would put those in throughout the day so that I wouldn't forget. And I was reading just so many forums on the Glow app of just people trying to conceive, and people being like, is there a faint line? And I was just like, I want a faint line. So like the Glow app told me, okay, you might be ovulating at this time. And I was like, I'm probably not, because I'm not going to get my period in 28 days. I'm just not. I actually put in there that my cycles were 31 days, just like kind of as a guess average. So they said, okay, this will be your ovulation window. Okay, so I went by that, you know, and started like counting DPO after that, and I didn't get any positive tests, and I did not get a period, and the weeks were just going by. Pretty soon I found myself, I was on day 66 of my cycle. So by this time I had given up on this cycle, like totally. But in that time, on cycle day 37, I took my first ovulation test strip just for fun, because I ordered them on Amazon and I got them in the mail that day. And so I'm like, I'm on cycle day 37, so I'm obviously not ovulating today, but I just want to try it just for fun because I just love to pee in cups and dipsticks. So I tried it. Lo and behold, this thing comes back so positive. Like the 2 lines on the ovulation test strip, there's always going to be 2 lines, and it just matters if they're the same darkness or if the test line is even darker than the control line. They came back both very dark. Both of them were the same, and I even like posted on the Glow app and was like, what do you ladies think about this? Is this a positive ovulation test? And they're like, yes, happy baby dancing, woo, go get it, girl. And I'm just like, no, they don't understand. Like, I am on cycle day 37. So then I was like going by this day. I'm like, okay, maybe I really am going to ovulate, and this is the day, so I can start counting from this day. Well, then, like I said, then I was on cycle day 66. So here I am like 30 days later. Still no BFPs and still no period. So like I said, I had given up hope this time around. We were going to go on vacation, and so I took a pregnancy test because I was taking one like once a week. I took one and it was negative, obviously. And then a couple days later, it was Friday, and I was packing for the trip, and we were going to leave the next day. And I was feeling really bloated, I guess you could say. Like my stomach, I just couldn't even hold it in. I just needed to like push it out. Like that's just the way it felt good. And actually at nighttime, I was like getting in my pajamas, and I'm just like, look at my stomach right now. And my husband was like, yeah, I know, I was gonna say, like, like, are you pregnant or what? Because like I was pushing my stomach out and it looked like I was pregnant. And I was like, no, but this is just comfortable right now. So we go on vacation the next day and we go to Florida and we go to Universal Studios. My mom lives there, so like we were visiting my mom, but we really wanted to go to Harry Potter World. So she watched Clara and Mommy and Daddy went to Harry Potter World. It was amazing. You know, I'm like going on all the roller coasters and I'm like getting a beer from Harry Potter World, and I'm like with my mom, we're in the pool, we have a margarita, like I'm just like doing all of the things, okay? And so then I'm not thinking at all about babies anymore. I had given up hope at this time. I was like just not even worried about it at all, not thinking about it, whatever. And like I even was my drive to like try to conceive was even kind of like out the window, whereas like just a week prior I was like gung-ho, like wanted to like every night just to like give all the chances, because I wasn't sure when we were ovulating, so like we just were like doing it all the time. And I like totally gave that up. I'm just like, I don't even care. So then we get home and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about like pregnancy testing. Like, I can do that again. I'm at home, I have my tests. So we get home on Sunday. Monday morning, I just decided I'm gonna take a test tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll take one just for fun, because I haven't for like 10 days. I take it. I cannot believe my eyes. 2 blazing lines. I was like, wait a minute, the 2 lines, or is there supposed to be 1? Wait, what? Like I forgot how they worked because my mind was so confused at seeing the 2 lines. No 2-week wait symptoms or anything. Not that I knew I was in my 2-week wait, but no symptoms at all. Besides, maybe if low sex drive is a symptom, that was one of them. Or maybe if there's a symptom of like not caring anymore about getting pregnant, if that's a symptom, then that was that. But like nothing. I couldn't believe it, because I had been watching so many videos about 2-week wait symptoms and all of these things that I was very aware and like always, you know, symptom spotting and things like that, and nothing. I couldn't believe it. So anyways, I'm pregnant. I couldn't even think about doing any sort of like surprise for my husband. I was so shocked, and I just took the test and I went downstairs and he was in his office and I'm just like, honey, he's like, what? I'm like, I'm pregnant. Oh, couldn't even believe it. I love thinking about that. And he's like, well, looks like the magic kingdom worked. But obviously that's not where we conceived, because I was already pregnant and didn't know. So we got to see our little baby yesterday and it looks healthy. I say it because we're not finding out the gender. I would say he, but that would have just confused you guys. So I say he, I say she, whatever. I think it's a girl. I guess we'll just find out. That was us finding out we were pregnant and trying to conceive, and that is all I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Music brings strike a